From the BBC World Service, in association with ABC and Akashvani, this is Stumped.
Hello, I'm Alison Mitchell and welcome to a Stumped special from New York. This is the most famous square in the world, Times Square. It is a magnet for all things New York, and as I stand here, my nostrils are filled with hot dog smells and corn, the street vendors nearby, and of course there are a lot of tourists who always come here. New York is also the home of international cricket because back in 1844, a match between the USA and Canada took place right here in Manhattan, just a stone's throw away from where the Empire State Building now stands. 180 years on, the men's ICC T20 World Cup is being staged here for the very first time. Yes, cricket has come to America to try and engage that US market. A pop-up stadium has been built some 30 miles away on Long Island in Nassau County. And, well, the game in the US has not always been run smoothly. We're going to be exploring that this week. Plus, as the US started their tournament with a bang in Dallas, we're going to be gauging excitement ahead of the big one because India play Pakistan here on Sunday. But first, our Stumped reporter Charlotte Swift was at the ground for the opening game in New York. And she caught up with professional umpire Brian Kane, who's been engaging Americans with the sport through social media. And she also chatted with some very expectant fans.
It's my first time watching a cricket match, and I'm really excited because my dad said it was a surprise.
This is a proud day for New York. Yeah, New York, go New York. Sri Lanka!
I never thought that cricket would ever come to like the US. I mean, it's almost there's no cricket in the US, so it's exciting being here.
This is history in the making right now. It never happened before. It happened in America, but never in New York. And this is long overdue.
Yes, it's a bit of a shock that we didn't think we'd get the World Cup here, but we're thrilled, and you can see everyone's really excited. There was a buzz in the hotel this morning as well.
One in a lifetime event. We cannot miss it.
Whoever wins or loses, this is a victory for New York City today.
This little man lives in America. And I wanted to take him to a cricket game.
You look quite emotional there.
Yeah.
Is it just basically to see cricket and to show your son all about is it the sport that you really love?
Yeah, it is.
After so long, we're excited to see a cricket match in US. I've been in US for about 13 years, so I'm really excited to see this game.
It opens up the eyes to for the country that there is another sport called cricket. I know they like baseball and all the other sports, so bringing cricket to the States is fantastic.
I'm telling you, we are so excited and hope that this will spread more here in the US by building more stadiums.
Swarms of people flocking the stadium here today. The market is here. The fanfare is here. The excitement is here. New York should see this now as a referendum to inspire them, the city here, to make a permanent stadium whereby we can have permanent cricket matches here throughout the entire year in this great city of ours.
I'm certainly prefer to be an umpire. It's where I find myself most comfortable on the ground. Starting playing cricket at age 24, 25, I was kind of hard to pick up a lot of the skills, especially bowling. I've got a dodgy shoulder, so kind of hard to pick up the bowling up front. And after I took an umpiring course, that's the best place to watch cricket from. You're right there at the bowling end. You get to see all of the action, but you're just there to make some judgments and have a great time out of the cricket.
And obviously living here in America, how much have you seen cricket grow over the last few years, especially with the start of the Major League Cricket?
It's been incredible. When I first started playing cricket in 2012, 2013, it was very much a park game. It was played in whites with a red ball, in public parks with 3-foot-long grass in the outfield and a pitch that has never been curated. But cricket in its professional era has come so far in America, even to now the point where we're going to places like Texas and Florida and North Carolina, California, even in upstate New York where they've built some proper pitches for us for the first time. And I just can't wait to keep seeing it grow more with the World Cup here in New York.
Going forward for cricket, how do you think it can improve, and do you think this Cricket World Cup can really put cricket on a map here in the US?
I think the World Cup will go a long way to showing Americans that cricket is here and that it has been here for a really long time. What we really need is an update to our governance and an update to our facilities. We know that there's been struggles at the USA national governing body level for lots of years. We'd love to see that improved, and we'd love to see a lot more natural turf cricket pitches coming to cities all around the country. Other countries look down on the cricket that we play here because we play on a lot of artificial surfaces, we play in a lot of public parks, and we're just hoping that the Cricket World Cup can restart the enthusiasm for cricket and we can get a lot more facilities for us to play on.
Yeah, and on that, obviously the USA won the first cricket match of the World Cup against Canada. So clearly USA not too shabby, are you?
Not too shabby at all. I mean, we were looking forward to that win against Canada after we beat them 4-0 in the warm-up series, but Canada really brought their A game to the first match, scoring 194, and it was incredible to see Aaron Jones go on the run that he went to chase that score. There's been a lot of talk about that team and whether or not they can compete at that level, and I think after that first game, we've got our first answer.
And if we, I guess, go back to you being on TikTok, so what is it exactly that you do on TikTok to try and teach, I guess, Americans about cricket?
Sure, yeah. So umpires in general are a skeptical group about media and about social media. And I happen to agree with Murray Erasmus, who was on your show just a couple weeks ago, who says that he would like to see the umpires be a lot more forward-facing. This is a media-driven sporting landscape that we live in now in 2024, and I think if the umpires want to be part of this game going forward, we want to be respected, we want to keep our place in the game, then we need to have a presence in the media as well. And I saw a gap on TikTok where there weren't many cricket umpires except for maybe one or two guys in the UK who are creating content there, and I thought it was a real opportunity to bring the game to Americans. There's more than 75 million Americans on TikTok, even though the American government is threatening to shut it down. We're hoping to continue to build our cricket community on there. So yeah, you can go and find me at brc.crick.ump on TikTok and on Instagram and on YouTube, where I post all of the live cricket games that I stream from the chest-mounted camera that I do in New York City club cricket on the weekends. I also do a lot of work on umpire education and sort of vlogs about following me around my American professional cricketing journey to places like Texas and North Carolina and Florida.
And for this World Cup, who are you backing to win?
We're umpires. We are a famously neutral group. And for the World Cup here, I've actually been hired as one of the scorekeepers inside of the stadium. So to keep up our professionalism, we're going to have to keep it neutral. People ask me these questions all the time, and they're surprised to hear that I don't really have a team. But in the last 10 years, I haven't come at the game as a fan. I've come at it as an official who is potentially trying to work at the highest levels of this game. So I can tell you some of my favorite teams from the 1880s, but I'm not going to back a team here.
Well, I've travelled east from Manhattan to the Nassau County International Stadium. It's in the middle of Eisenhower Park, very green, very leafy. There's an ice hockey arena here. There's a big swimming pool as well. So a bit of a sporting complex, a couple of golf courses as well. And then bang in the middle, this stadium that holds 34,000 people. It's a pop-up stadium. It cost $30 million to put up and will be taken down at the end. Now, cricket in the USA has had its challenges. The governing body was expelled from the ICC in 2017. A new body was then put together a couple of years later, but issues still remain. And as fans poured into this ground for India's opening match of the tournament, I had a chat with US cricket journalist Peter Della Penna, who talked me through some of those challenges.
I remember meeting with Ramiz Raja and Sourav Ganguly at the MCC World Cricket Committee at Lord's about a year or two ago, and we were talking about this, and they were explaining to me how hard cricket is to govern in India, where you've got all the different factions from all the different states, and then in Pakistan you've got all the different factions from their states, and you go across to the West Indies, and Ricky Scarrett was there too, talking about the different islands. Well, in America, you've got all those different factions competing against each other within the USA.
The ICC have had a heavy hand in USA cricket to get them to this point. They've also put a legacy program in place now, from playground to podium, to try and get Creo, a form of cricket played in schools around Florida, Dallas and New York, where this World Cup is happening. Do you think that will help the states to engage, if children can be helped to engage?
Well, it would help, first off, if people knew that the program existed. I've not seen any promotion about it. There have been a lot of upstart things with grassroots initiatives in the U.S. over the last several years that they intended to leave a legacy. Things like Rookie Camp or Cricket Heroes were things that USA Cricket tried to get off the ground, and they went nowhere. And this program that the ICC has done, as I said, I've not seen any promotion about it. There's very little communication about it. I wouldn't know who the schools are who are involved. I don't even know if the kids who are going to these schools know that they're being funneled into a cricket program during the course of this tournament. So it's very cosmetic at the moment. I would like to see some substance behind it.
Do you think one of the best ways of engaging the public is via a USA team that they can get excited about? What kind of impact do you think the USA's opening game win has had?
Well, all you have to do is look at the Olympics every 4 years and see how people rally behind Team USA. You could have Team USA basketball, Team USA swimming with Michael Phelps is a great example. Swimming is not by any means a mainstream sport in this country. Michael Phelps is an iconic hero in America for what he's done with a record number of gold medals. And you look at speed skating or fencing, for example. Ibtihaj Muhammad, they had her over here to help launch the tournament, and she's fairly well known. Somebody like Rulon Gardner over the years, going back as a gold medalist in wrestling, when he defeated Alexander Karelin, that was a massive moment, and everybody got behind him. So it doesn't matter if it's basketball, cricket, tiddlywinks. If you're representing USA, people want to support you. It's just a matter of getting the word out. And Saturday night in Dallas, the energy in the crowd was something that I've not experienced for a USA home game on home soil. That's one match. The mission now is being able to replicate that and continue that momentum so that it's not just a one-off and people forget about it and move on. You got to harness that and be able to keep it going, not just for the course of the tournament, but beyond.
One thing which feels like it is already being successful is the Major League Cricket, run separately to USA Cricket. But how big do you think that's going to become? We're already seeing Ricky Ponting signed on as a coach. Pat Cummins has just signed a 4-year deal with San Francisco. Big names are coming to America.
I think a lot of the things they're doing are very promising. Getting marquee names gives it some legitimacy. It's not a second-rate league by any stretch of the imagination. You've got players like Pat Cummins and Rashid Khan who are now rejecting offers from other leagues to come play USA. They're making USA their primary option, which is incredible. The other side of this, though, is making sure that USA players are benefiting. And it's great that the overseas stars are getting massive pay packets to come play. They're not going to say no to a six-figure sum of money for 3 weeks of work. But how much that's helping USA players and their progress and their growth. If you look at year one, there was less than a handful of players in the USA national setup who really were getting quality game time, benefiting from being exposed to rub shoulders with some of these players.
Now, India versus Pakistan is the biggest group match in these opening stages of the Cricket World Cup. Security is going to be really tight here, as it has been for all these New York matches, largely because of a threat made to the tournament by a pro-ISIS group. Speaking of security, did you know that the New York Police Department has a cricket team? Well, we sent our reporter Charlotte Swift over to Queens to meet them, and she chatted with co-founder Ahmed Chauhan, who gave his thoughts on cricket's biggest rivalry coming to America.
Growing up in Pakistan, cricket is one of the main sports that we play. So playing in Pakistan, when we migrated here, it was tough to find people who play cricket. So in 2010, we have fraternal organization where we have members from South Asian community, from Caribbean islands. So we kind of started discussing about playing cricket, and we formed the team in 2010, and I've been playing ever since.
So what is your position? Are you batter, bowler, all-rounder, wicket-keeper?
It depends on the day. It really depends. Sometimes you're batting and you keep going, and sometimes I get lucky with the ball, so you can say all-rounder.
And I guess so you guys train and play, am I right in thinking every single Sunday?
So we play only on Sundays. So basically everything that we do, it's on our own time. So sometimes it's hard to get all the players to come out. Sometimes we have to make phone calls, say, hey, listen, we have a game going, come over. And then sometimes once the season's over, winter time, we try to practice indoor. Same thing, we make group chats and start calling out to the friends. Hey, listen, we are going to hold practice, so come over.
Is it getting a lot easier to get more people playing cricket? Are people more interested in it now since 2010?
Oh, absolutely. So when we first started cricket, the interest was there among people from, like I said, from the South Asian communities and people from the Caribbean and some people from Europe. But over the years, more and more people are migrating here. More and more people have interest for cricket. And first we used to play in Queens, and over the years the cricket has evolved and have moved out to other parts of New York, in Long Island, upstate, Brooklyn, Bronx, name it, it's everywhere.
And am I right in thinking that you've actually travelled around, not just the USA, but you've travelled away from the USA to play cricket matches?
So far, we go to Canada every year. It's our annual event where we go to Canada, they come over. We've been to England, been to Ireland, Jamaica, Guyana, Antigua. We're looking forward to 2027. They will be hosting World Police Fire Games in Australia. So hopefully they'll have cricket as one of the sports, so we'll make a trip out there.
And have you played cricket in Pakistan recently?
Actually I forgot to mention that. So in February we actually went to Pakistan to play cricket against the Pakistan police team. We also played against the college team, school team. The whole point, the whole goal for cricket is to promote it as much as possible, not just because we love it. We want to pass it on to our future generation. So, some of the kids are watching us playing cricket and they want to be part of it. So when we were in Pakistan, they were surprised to see that, we are Pakistani descendant playing cricket, and they were really happy about it.
And if we focus on Cricket World Cup, obviously it's happening here in the US. Are you going to any of the matches?
First off, it's a historic moment, and I'm super excited. The World Cup Stadium is built in my backyard in East Meadow, so it's technically walking distance from my house. So I'm looking forward to it. I guess I'm one of the fortunate ones who was able to score a ticket for India versus Pakistan, so I will definitely be at the biggest game of the World Cup, if I may say.
And how excited are you for that?
Oh, super excited. It's the first time, like I said, it's a historic moment for us. Actually, it's my first World Cup game where I'm actually going to the stadium to watch India versus Pakistan, so I'm really excited.
And have you got any predictions? How do you think it's going to go in that specific match?
Listen, we always support cricket, but if you speak to anyone from India or anyone from Pakistan, of course they will support their country, they will support their team. I would say I will stay neutral. I hope the sports win, and I just want to see a good match.
And I guess just overall with the World Cup, what do you hope the legacy will be here in America? Do you think more people born in the US will be going to attend cricket matches because of this, or what are your hopes from it?
Well, cricket has been evolving over the years, so hopefully after the World Cup more and more people will see the sport, and more people would like to play. We are here to promote. We have summer youth program where we run cricket over the summer, and more kids are playing it. Now we have a USA national team. Hopefully these kids will grow up and join the USA cricket and just keep going from there.
Well, that was good to hear from Ahmed. Officer Singh also spoke to Charlotte and told her why he gave up a life in India to move to the States.
It was for better opportunities. My parents sponsored me here. And after that, I actually, US did give me opportunities, which I joined the military. After I joined the military, then I joined the police department, which is also another big opportunity. And then once I joined the NYPD, and then there's the NYPD cricket team, and I'm here since 2009.
And obviously, being from India, we all know how important cricket is for Indians and in India. So have you grown up loving cricket? Has there always been something about cricket that you've enjoyed?
Oh yes, I always loved cricket. Yes, and then I always wanted to play cricket.
Are your family really big into playing cricket?
Yes.
And I guess, for the Cricket World Cup and India playing Pakistan, how excited are you for that match?
Very excited.
Why is it such an important match?
There's a good rival team. So, I'm a big supporter of India and Pakistan as well. So, but still going to go for India. Hopefully they win.
And I guess going forward for the competition for India, what do you think they need to do to, I guess, win the tournament in the end? What the specific players, what do all of those need to do?
Support each other, and then play. I would say when they're playing as a team.
Well, we will have plenty of reaction to India versus Pakistan in next week's show. But for now, that is it for our Stumped special here in New York. I hope you've enjoyed it. We have. Thank you to all our guests. Time for me to go and get a bagel, I reckon. See you next week.